This year I rise and shine. I am taking my place in glory. I go. This year I rise.
Starting from the 21st of March to 25th of March 2023, the grand finale takes place on the 25th of March by 10 a.m. with seasoned speakers who have evolved greatly like Mrs. Tara Durotoye, Dr. Helen Paul, Pastor Mrs. Funke Felix Adejumo, Mrs. Doyin Ogumefun, Bimbo Ademoye, and Pastor David Adeoye. Hosts Adesumbo Adeoye. Awards and gala night comes up thereafter. For seat reservation, please call 0816-212-1090. Thanksgiving service comes up on Sunday, the 26th of March 2023 at Royalty Christian Center, Lagos. For registration and other details, kindly visit www.inspiringchangeng.org. Admission is free. Be there.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Inspiring Change Conference. Today is day 3, and we're going to be taking on the topic thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. I hope your day has been great. Mine has been eventful. Our guest is already in the studio, and we cannot wait for all she has for us tonight. I want you to share this stream with all your friends and family. Share it with that goal-getting friend circle of yours. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it with all your family members. Share it on Instagram, on Facebook, and let everybody know that the third day of our virtual conference is live. And tonight you will definitely evolve to the glory of God in Jesus' mighty name. Don't go anywhere. We're taking on the topic thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. So I'm going to give you a second to just share the stream. Please go right ahead.
Hooray! Inspiring Changes 10, and we are celebrating it big.
This year I rise and shine. I am taking my place in glory. I go. This year I rise.
Starting from the 21st of March to 25th of March 2023, the grand finale takes place on the 25th of March by 10 a.m. with seasoned speakers who have evolved greatly like Mrs. Tara Durotoye, Dr. Helen Paul, Pastor Mrs. Funke Felix Adejumo, Mrs. Doyin Ogumefun, Bimbo Ademoye, and Pastor David Adeoye. Hosts Adesumbo Adeoye. Awards and gala night comes up thereafter. For seat reservation, please call 0816-212-1090. Thanksgiving service comes up on Sunday, the 26th of March 2023 at Royalty Christian Center, Lagos. For registration and other details, kindly visit www.inspiringchangeng.org. Admission is free. Be there.
Yes. So the Inspiring Change Conference grand finale comes up this Saturday at the Wisdom Arena by 10 a.m. Oh, we've had so many people register. Seats are fully booked. If you'd like to have a seat, ensure that you come pretty early so that you can register at the venue. However, if you have registered before now, your seat reservation still stands. If you know a sister out there who needs to evolve, who needs to get out of their comfort zone to be all that God wants them to be, please invite that sister. We're going to be celebrating the 10th year of the annual Inspiring Change Conference, and God has been so good to us. that this platform has produced women who have been able to dare to lead in their various industries, their fields, even in their career. And I know that you too would experience the transformation that you seek in your career, in your ministry, and in your business in Jesus' mighty name. Okay, if you're in the room, let me see your comments in the chat box. You can put it there and say, I'm here, I'm ready to evolve. Put it in the comment section. Let me know that you're ready to evolve. And like I said, we're going to be having a chat with Mrs. Anieno Adeyemi. She's already in the studio. And the topic we're taking on tonight is thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. Thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. Help me make welcome my guest tonight, Mrs. Anieno Adeyemi. You are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
So much. Thank you so much for making out time, because I know you are in the UAE and the time difference is really,
No problem. Not a problem.
I know it's midnight over there, but then thank you for joining me to spread the new knowledge and the new ways of doing things. So I'm going to be reading your profile real quick. So Mrs. Anieno Adeyemi has a physics degree from the University of Calabar. She ventured into emerging world of digital marketing in Nigeria as an early adapter in 2010. Over the years, she has earned a digital marketing expertise through our various works with international and local advertising agencies such as Wild Fusion, Media Reach, OMD, and Central Spread. I experienced as a regional digital marketing manager for Sub-Saharan Africa at Arla Foods has deepened our understanding of strategic marketing, customer segmentation, SEO, SEM, and retargeting. I love this about her. And our number one mission is to equip founders, especially those who have been marginalized and underrepresented, with cost-effective AI-driven strategies and tactics to help their businesses grow and thrive. Please help me put in the comment section, welcome to Inspiring Change Conference.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
I first heard about artificial intelligence late last year. And it blew my mind first about the capacity and how knowledgeable and how it kind of makes processes easier for so many businesses. And then I started to fear for the fact that won't this innovative solution replace human capital? Like, won't this thing come to change work as we used to know it? But tonight you have the floor. Tell us about artificial intelligence. What is AI?
Okay, thank you very much, Sumbo, for having me.
You're welcome.
So we live in a very interesting era of disruption right now. And sometimes it feels like we are constantly trying to meet up with the trends of technology. For some people, this is a very uncomfortable state to be in, because the way we lived and worked pre-COVID era is different from the way we are living and working right now. And who knows, will be different from the way we would live and work in the next 2 to 3 years.
Sure.
Right? I'm telling you. And so we are living in a very interesting, in the midst of all this unrest and tension, we have huge opportunities to make use of the various AI technology that is around us. It's a very interesting period to be alive, because we have opportunity to make use of all the technology that's around us to reinvent ourselves. So what exactly is driving this disruption? What exactly is artificial intelligence? The main primary reason driving this disruption is artificial intelligence. And what is AI? In the most simplest form, AI is like building brains for machines, giving, giving
Brain.
machines a
Mhm.
reasoning faculty, giving inanimate objects an opportunity to reason, think,
Wow.
and imagine ways.
Wow.
So for us to really understand how AI works, we need to understand how the human brain works,
Mm.
right? So for our brains, it helps us to think. We can retain information. We can identify objects. We can reimagine new ways of doing things. All these characteristics applies to the AI system. It can retain information, in this case, in form of data. It
Mhm.
can help you make better decisions, making it
Mhm.
more innovative for you. It can identify objects using patterns. Now, the primary difference between the AI system and the human brains is the way it grows.
Wow.
For instance, the human brains, we grow at a linear rate, but the AI system grows at an exponential rate. I'm going to explain.
Okay.
In a linear rate approach, let's assume you have a 3-year-old child, right? And you send your child to a nursery school. Your child gets to learn A, B, C, D to Z. And after that, your child moves to the 2-letter words at, AT, in, IN, on, ON, and then progresses to 3-letter words and 4-letter words before trying to identify these words in sentences. But in the case of artificial intelligence, this is completely different. It learns at exponential rate. So let's assume that the AI system is learning the ABCD to Z. And whilst your child is trying to grasp the 2-letter words, the AI system is already in its 3rd-letter words. And while your child is trying to understand 3-letter words, the AI system is already writing sentence, writing articles, writing essays, and making new ways of using itself. You see, so it's very important that we understand this system and try to make better use of it.
You
Try
know,
to make
somebody
because
told me that you can search anything on there's this particular application that is very common now, Chat GPT.
yeah.
And that actually brought up Chat GPT and said, before now, if I'm going to get ready for a presentation, I would have to go on Google and do research, sometimes overnight. But with the emergence of Chat GPT, that has cut down, the long hours and that the processes. What I need to really, really understand, for someone who doesn't have any knowledge of STEM, that's sciences, technology, engineering, and maths, can you break down some of the artificial intelligence apps and their functionalities for business people or career people?
Okay, for example, the Chat GPT you just mentioned,
Yes.
it's a language model that picks up information around the internet and translates this information, generates this information in a way that a human being will feel that it was written by human beings. You understand?
Wow.
And so as a result of this, it picks up lots of information online. Previously, I would say maybe in the past 10 years, it was difficult for companies to build a system like a Chat GPT because we did not have so much information online, data information.
Yes.
But right now, with so much data out there, it picks up random information and try to generate this language to make it appealing in a way that you and I would understand. So for a young graduate, who does not have a background in STEM or science, I would advise that they try to focus on the areas of their specialty and try to learn the technology that applies to that area. Say for instance, because right now artificial intelligence has penetrated all industries, from marketing to the healthcare, to the way we communicate, to the way we raise our children, to the way we live and live, the way we do things.
Do you agree with me that it has made research easier?
Exactly. So
then there's also something I realized recently, and that is that even the chat GPT can be wrong.
Yeah.
Because there was a day I tried to search and say, who is Adesumbo Abioye? It got a bit of it and then ascribed all other businesses to me. And I'm wondering, where did you get that from?
So let me explain that, right? So because it's using lots of data around the world, so it must have picked your name, picked other people's name that are associated with Sumbo, and mixed it up and generated something different that you were expecting, because you wanted personalized information about you.
Yes.
So sometimes, yes, it can be wrong.
So it is safe to say that even when you're using some of these intelligent apps, you also have to be knowledgeable to know when the app is not telling you precisely the correct details.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of gives me rest, because it simply means that machines are not replacing human anytime soon.
Well, I would say a yes and a no for that, right?
Okay.
I would say a yes and a no, because a no is if you as a human being, you're constantly evolving. You're constantly trying to learn new ways of doing things. So the AI system helps to augment your creativity. It doesn't try to replace you if you're evolving with it.
That's it.
However, if you choose not to evolve, you feel you've just had your BSc or you've had your master's and you do not want to learn anything around your field, then most likely there will be a disruption and you might not be in the system in the next 2 to 3 years.
So if you are still evolving, AI cannot totally replace you.
At all.
It is wise for every one of us to keep evolving. Let's keep learning and unlearning what is not working and relearning what is working and fine-tuning that knowledge that we already have. Let's not be complacent. Let's not sit down and feel like we have arrived with the little knowledge that we have. People are bringing up processes and machines that can replace and make processes easier, that can replace humans and make processes easier. So if you have a skill or you have a certification that you need to go augment, you better start now. I usually tell a lot of people that you are only as knowledgeable as your last training. And I've seen you evolve greatly, even as a mother, a wife, and I see you thrive. There's a particular question that I would like to ask you, because there's a mother, a wife on this stream who feels because she's now a wife and a mother, there is little she can do, and who feels, oh, where am I going to start from? I'm done with my first, graduate. I'm done with my first degree. What else can I do with all these children and all that? I know that you have been able to navigate this journey successfully. Can you please share in maybe 5 minutes your what helped you to navigate this journey, please?
Okay. There are so many factors that are involved. So many factors involved. And part of it is to set up a system that works for you in your house. You will need support from your spouse. You will need support from domestic workers. You will need to also train your kids to try to be independent. And so part of the things that helped me was that I had a plan. I had a growth plan. I knew that I was going to get 3 children. And in my first year, after delivering the last child, I wasn't trying to evolve. I was just relaxed. And so once I started, the child became 2 years and 3 years, I quickly had to pick up a new way of doing things. I watched the environment. I saw that technology was the new thing, and I tried to quickly put in for master's program in artificial intelligence. I'm saying that it's not going to be an easy ride. No challenge is going to be an easy ride. But with so much hard work, with determination, you can actually scale through. And for me, learning artificial intelligence had been a great step for me, because I also, it made me realize how much I did not know. Sometimes people feel that, because you have your master's degree in AI, then you know so much. But no, no, you don't. So during the process, even though I had a BSc in physics, and I had worked for about 12 years, I felt I still had good grips of advanced mathematics, until when it hit me during the course program. And I realized I had to go back to relearn. So you should not be afraid of relearning, unlearning, and keep learning. That is one of the key factors that have driven me. Keep learning, unlearning your previous mindset, and learning new ways of doing things.
In fact, you just hit the nail on the head. You have to keep learning and unlearning processes that are not working. And there is no goal that you set for yourself. So long as you put a timeline to it and you are dedicated to achieving that goal, the sky is only the very beginning. You can achieve it. You heard it from Mrs. Anieno. She set a goal for herself. You have to work out something that works for your unique family. If your children will be able to take care of themselves till a particular age, when you are done nursing them, then you can pick up your life again. I remember inviting one guest, my oldest sister, to the Inspiring Change Conference. She came that year, and the theme for that year was Game Changer. And she shared how she was able to get her master's at age 50. In fact, she mentioned the fact that she left education to take good care of her children. And by the time she was now ready to take up a master's degree, she was in class with her first child. In fact, it was so funny when she said that they will meet in the lunchroom, and they're all classmates, and the son will say hi ma, his friend will say hi ma. She said at first it wasn't awkward for her, and then she had the conversation with her son that I hope it's not awkward for you. I took that break to take good care of you, but now it's time to pick up my life and be all that I want to be. And I'm saying this to every woman out there. No matter the circumstances surrounding your evolving, if you set a goal, like our guest speaker just said, you set a goal, you put a timeline to it, and work out things that can make it work for you. Get spousal support, get your children and family members buy-in. We all need support as women, but I know that once you are dedicated to it and you have a goal, there is no height that you cannot attain in life. I have another question for you. Can I take it? Oh, I love the comments. I love the comment section. Someone here says that keep learning and unlearning processes that are not working. Exactly.
Nice.
Oh, Mr. Prince Adeyemi is in the room too. He says the younger generation needs to understand the evolution of emerging trends and map out day-to-day plans to attain such set objectives. Exactly. Now we have online trainings, we have certifications that people take remotely. You can get your PhD from the comfort of your home. I remember in 2020 with the UDX app with Harvard X, I was able to take a certified course with Harvard X. So the sky is that there's no limitation. You have to keep evolving. Now, I want to take this question. What are some practical ways that companies can take advantage of artificial intelligence to enhance their operations and boost productivity? Now, when I say companies, I'm talking about small and medium enterprise. What are the ways with which they can take advantage of this artificial intelligence thing?
Okay, so part of the process of AI would help businesses to automate those mundane tasks, those routines that you do daily. So for instance, some customers could reach out to you asking what are your opening times and your closing times. You can use the chatbot to fill that in. And also probably your invoicing, your data entry, you use technology to automate all those processes. You can also use technology for predictive analysis. So for instance, you have a bit of data, customer data within your system. You can use technology to analyze this data and help yourself make decisions, predict the customers who might leave you in the near future and those who are happy with your process. Other ways includes personalization. You can build personalized journey for your customers. Say, for instance, you can have a website that has dual or 3 approach to it. So, for instance, the customer visiting your website could see a different view, different from another customer visiting your website. And this has to do with their footprint, digital footprint. It has to do with their behavior online. So if a customer that likes shoes and likes fashion comes to your website, would see something or content that is appealing to their behavior, their online behavior. Then another customer that loves sport, football, and any other activity could visit your website and sees another content that appeals to their needs, appeals to who they are. And this type of personalized content would help you convert, meaning would help you sell more and will help your customers be more loyal to you because it feels like you know your customers one-to-one. So these are top of mind 3 ways that you can make use of AI to boost your system.
Wow, I learned a lot. You know, the chatbot thing you talked about, I usually wonder that when you send a message to someone's DM, something just responds to you. And I'm like, how do they automate this? Then I realized that they also adopted the same thing with WhatsApp. But, you know, for businesses that don't know how to use it, getting a chat response as in place of the person, for some people it may work, for other people it may not work. Someone is asking you and they need like a response. They want to be sure that this is not machine, this is actually someone speaking to me. I've seen some businesses use it and I don't like the effect I get, but I've seen other businesses use it wisely. People that punch in details of their opening hours and closing hours and kind of list where you can get the answers of what you want, you know, if they list it, it makes it a lot more interactive. So if business owners are going to be using some of these things, we also need to let them know the adverse effect on customers. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's something else I also noticed online. When you search, if you make an inquiry on Google, everywhere you now go to on social media, you start seeing items of people that sell these things. How was that achieved?
Okay, so that process is called retargeting or remarketing. So Google knows who you are. That sounds scary, but Google knows who everyone is. They know your age range, they know your behavior, they know who you are, what you like and what you do not like. They know you're female. So for instance, let's say I'm pregnant, I'm in my 3rd trimester, and I keep searching for what to expect in my third trimester, how the baby feels like, how the baby looks like, So with that, Google can take that information and put an estimate that this person is in her third trimester. And as a result of that search, they would begin to send you ads that has to do with Huggies, babies, diaper, all of those, understand all those things. So it all depends on what you're using, how you're using the internet. It's called your behavior. It's called your footprint. So everybody has footprints online. And guess what? These footprints have been existing for the past 10 years. So that in the past 10 years, you've been using the internet. And Google can literally tell you that you're 43 years old because, say, sometime you were looking for, when you were 40, you were looking for birthday event for my 40th birthday event or something like that. And now it's 3 years after that time. So Google can tell you that you are 43 years old based on all of those history. You get, and
this is magical.
It's really accurate and scary, but I mean, that's the world we live in.
Okay, I see questions in the comment section, but I want us to take this very short break, and then when we come back, we're going to be taking questions. So if you're streaming this live or you are watching a rebroadcast and you have any question for my guest, this is Anieno Adeyemi, please put it in the comment section and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hooray! Inspiring Changes 10, and we are celebrating it
this year. I rise and shine. I am taking my place in glory. I go this year.
Starting from the 21st of March to 25th of March 2023, the grand finale takes place on the 25th of March by 10 a.m. with seasoned speakers who have evolved greatly, like Mrs. Tara Durotoye, Dr. Helen Paul, Pastor Mrs. Funke Felix Adejumo, Mrs. Doyin Ogumefun, Bimbo Ademoye, and Pastor David Adeoye. Hosts Adesumbo Adeoye. Awards and gala night comes up thereafter. For seat reservation, please call 0816 212 1090. Thanksgiving service comes up on Sunday, the 26th of March 2023 at Royalty Christian Center, Lagos. For registration and other details, kindly visit www.inspiringchangeng.org. Admission is free. Be there.
Yes, so welcome back. My guest is still in the studio, and I mean, she's been blowing up our minds with artificial intelligence. No, let me not scare you. Not the harsh one that you need a dictionary or some encyclopedia to know. This one is broken down in bits and pieces so that you can understand. One of the things she said is that Google, all our digital footprints is online, and Google knows who you are. So you better be wise with what you're doing online so that when we try to trace you, we'll find the right things and not the wrong things. Like they rightly say, the internet never forgets. And I want to use this opportunity to also invite you for the grand finale of the annual Inspiring Change Conference 2023. And this one comes up on Saturday, March 25th, 2023 by 10 a.m. at the Wisdom Arena. Now, the Wisdom Arena is in Agege, opposite FCMB Agege branch. Agege, Lagos. I cannot wait to receive you. I'm going to bring my guests back on stage, and we're still talking about thriving in the age of artificial intelligence, thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. Anieno, we have a question. In fact, we have several questions. People are blown away with this statement. Google knows who you are and Google knows your behavior. Someone says, I'm learning so much, so happy to be here. Another person says, Google knows who you are. Your activities are on search engine. Your activities on your search engine are your footprints, and Google uses that to keep data on everyone. Very true, yet scary. I agree with that. There's a question here. Prince Adeyemi says, can we say businesses in Nigeria are starting to adopt the artificial intelligence innovation?
Okay, so Nigeria is a very peculiar country. Africa in a whole is peculiar. I would say not yet, but we are, growing. And to be able to adopt AI, you will need data. So the companies that have been keeping data about their customers, about their operations, they have a higher chance to really adapt into the AI innovative space. So it all depends on companies, not Nigeria personally. But in the midst of this Nigerian economy, there are companies that are already adapting in this space.
There's a question again that looks like this, and I just want you to take it together. Mr. Wilson is saying, how can a growing business adopt AI to develop productivity in this age? A growing business.
Okay, so first of all, a growing business, I would say maybe is a solopreneur, one person in the business. And so in that case, you will need lots of AI technology resources. So you can't do everything by yourself. You will need to get softwares, make payments, subscribe to softwares. There are so many softwares, AI softwares that can help you augment your process, from invoicing to creating images to creating videos to creating websites. So you can have these resources at your fingerprint. So that's where you start with.
So artificial intelligence software can help you simplify processes as a business owner, maybe a solo entrepreneur, like she rightly said. Can you give us some of these softwares? I mean, you already mentioned I touched on ChatGPT, and you talked about chatbots. Do you know any other one that can help simplify processes? Okay, or maybe we're even using it and we don't know.
Yeah. The thing is that each business is unique. And when it comes to technology, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. You have to identify your problems, your unique problems, and try to use the right AI system to work with it. So if I share lots of AI softwares, it might not make sense to everybody, right? But I mean, you can still reach out to me and we can have a chat and talk about your business, and I can help out with some of the softwares that you might need.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for adding that as a blessing for all of us and everyone who is connected tonight. She can be reached on LinkedIn at Anieno Adeyemi. Anieno is spelled as Anieno, right? And then yes. Adeyemi is spelled as Adeyemi. So she's at Anieno Adeyemi on LinkedIn. You can always reach out to her, and then she would be able to provide solution at a pocket-friendly fee. Okay, so if you have been blessed tonight, kindly help me type it in the comment section and help me appreciate our guest, because she has done justice to this topic of thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. And I hope that going forward, you would embrace technology, you would embrace all of this softwares that simplifies processes, so that even in your own small business, you can appear like you're a tech guru. Yeah. I know that after tonight, all of us are tech gurus. So thank you so much for joining us tonight and for sharing from your wealth of knowledge. I see all the comments coming in. We really, really appreciate you and hope to have you again on this platform. Do have yourself a very beautiful evening. Or do we have more questions? Someone says, thank you for this insightful information. I agree, it's quite insightful. And a lot of people have just been liberated from headaches and things that they think they need to recruit someone to start doing for them. I know it's midnight in Dubai, so we have to release you. Thank you so much. Have yourself a fantastic day. Bye-bye. So everyone, I know that, I mean, the past 3 days has been mind-blowing. We've had a series of sessions. One we had with Temi Salami, and she touched on visioning, you know. And then we had yesterday Mr. Chukuma Osaho, who talked on evolving with technology. And tonight we already touched on thriving in the age of artificial intelligence. You need to go back and watch these videos again and again. I mean, one thing that is common is that these sessions has been insightful, and I want to encourage you to please go back and watch, and do not miss the Inspiring Change Conference 2023 grand finale is this Saturday. I'm so excited. Ooh. Honestly, beyond this excitement, I can't wait for it to be over. Okay, so watch this short commercial and make sure that you are there.
Hooray! Inspiring Changes 10, and we are celebrating it big.
This year I rise and shine. I am taking my place in glory. I go. This year I rise.
Starting from the 21st of March to 25th of March 2023, the grand finale takes place on the 25th of March by 10 a.m. with seasoned speakers who have evolved greatly, like Mrs. Tara Durotoye, Dr. Helen Paul, Pastor Mrs. Funke Felix Adejumo, Mrs. Doyin Ogumefun, Bimbo Ademoye, and Pastor David Adeoye. Hosts Adesumbo Adeoye. Awards and gala night comes up thereafter. For seat reservation, please call 0816 212 1090. Thanksgiving service comes up on Sunday, the 26th of March 2023 at Royalty Christian Center, Lagos. For registration and other details, kindly visit www.inspiringchangeng.org. Admission is free. Be there.
Okay, so make sure that you do not miss the Inspiring Change Conference grand finale this Saturday. I can't wait to receive you. And if you are in the diaspora, you can always stream it live from the comfort of your home. All you have to do to get the notification is to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sumbo Adeoye. Once you subscribe, you click the notification button and you get a notification or a prompting or an email once we are live at the Wisdom Arena. Thank you all so much for joining me on this live session tonight. Oh, Mrs. Esho says it's such an intriguing session, and thank you so much. Oh, it's a seasoned information. Another person says this is life changing. Someone said this woman is brilliant. Oh, absolutely, she is brilliant. Thank you all so much for joining. Please still share this stream for anyone who may want to watch the rebroadcast. And if you'd like to support the Inspiring Change Conference, or God has laid it in your heart to support the Inspiring Change Initiative, you can do so by making your donations to FCMB 5123531018. FCMB 5123531018. And I pray that God Almighty will bless you for it in Jesus' name. Do have yourself a fantastic week ahead, and see you on Saturday by 10 a.m. Don't come late though, and come beautifully dressed, because we're celebrating. Good night.